Hello guys, so in today's video we're going to be looking at locations with absolutely nothing in them as titled in the video. So we're going to start off with Lake Las Vegas. Now in this location all you will find is of course just a big body of water alongside a shopping cart and a few tyres. It's a location that's next to Camp Golf, and yeah, it's pretty useless to go to unless you just want to unlock the easy 10 XP for discovering it really. Which is the case with all these ones, so I'd recommend not going to any of these locations unless you just desperately want to explore the entire map. So just a nice one to start off with, Lake Las Vegas. So next up is the Deserted Shack, located next to the 188 trading post. In this location you will find all of a healing powder, radio, but no beds or chair to even sit and just take in the atmosphere. So this particular location is just extra useless, and I did have a look behind the broken cabin thing, whatever you call it, and there's nothing there. So anyway, we're going to go to the next location, which is South Cistern. Now in the South Cistern all you are going to find is two NCR MPs alongside some burnt books, irradiated water, though there is a tap for clean water. So I guess if you want to go there on a hardcore playthrough, it's an easy fast travel location to get to water. It's pretty much its only use. So yeah, another worthless location. So we're going to go on to the next one, which is Toxic Dump Site. And all you'll find at the Toxic Dump Site is radioactive barrels, and that's pretty much all there is in this location. I have no idea quite why it exists, but you also will find a NPC Wastelander, which I guess there isn't many of those knocking about, but he is a bit of a prick, so you got to deal with him properly. So anyway, we're going to the next one, which is Cottonwood Cove Overlook. Now this location only has one useful thing about it, which is the radioactive barrels. You can use them to kill the camp without wasting any ammo, and I guess you can go for the ultimate revenge by having that entire area also highly irradiated, so the Legion can't set up camp there for the foreseeable future. But aside from that, which doesn't get you any value other than if you want revenge on an NCR playthrough, it's got nothing in it. There's no doors or anything you can go inside of. I said doors to go inside of, I mean houses to go inside of. But yeah, it's a pretty all-round useless location in my opinion. So we're just going to go on to the next one. And our next one is the Makeshift Great Con Camp. Now this location has one thing only, and that is a campfire. It's not really useful location because it's right next to a bunch of cazadors, and there's so many more campsites that are way safe to go to make your healing powders and other things. So let's just move quickly on to the next location, which is Spring MT Ranch State Park. Now this location, its only real use for the player is, I guess it's the closest fast travel location to the Great Corn Armory. But other than the mantises and the Brahmin, which I guess you could use for survival mode for meat, if it's up to you, but in actual terms of actual cash or item drops, there's nothing here, guys. It has got a nice little lake that's radiated, of course, but yes, apart from that, there's nothing much there. So the next location we'll go to is Chance's Map. Now this location only has it's basically the New Vegas map, with key locations mapped with various miscellaneous items that you'll find across the map at some point. But yeah, it's got some lore in it if you want to really look into it, but as a gameplay thing, there's nothing there. And our next location after that one is Samson Rock Crushing Plant. Now this location truly is the definition of useless, as it has absolutely nothing in it. There's no enemies, there's no food, there's absolutely no items there whatsoever. It's just an abandoned quarry presumably, though we have no idea who it was servicing. And I suppose it's close to a Night Stalker cave that leads to the entrance of Vault 19 if you've done the quest for the powder gangers in there. It all connects together, but in terms of anything within this location, it's the very definition of a completely dead and empty location. There's not really much to say on this one. Let's just move on to my least favourite location in the entire game, the Basin Creek building. Now, from the outside looking in, this location should have everything about it. It's a building, it's got enemies around it, it's next to the NCR. You know, there should be at least a star bottle cap in this location in my opinion, but there's absolutely jack shit in here, just ruin books and a few skill magazines, but they're not permanent ones, so... Oh, and some ants, but... Lore-wise, a little bit in a locked door about somebody who got locked in and they died there, but apart from that, this location has broken sinks and rad roaches. It's around a lot of enemies, so you are going to use bullets to get to this location, you're going to use bullets inside of it, and you're going to get absolutely fuck all in return for all your efforts. It's just my least favourite location, because I feel like they could have done so much more with it given where it's located, but it is what it is. And the final location we're going to go to is Mole Rat Ranch. This location just compromises of 4 friendly mole rats and an aggressive Brahmin that kills them, and that's it. Oh, and the Brahmin attacks you as well, but there's nothing else to this location. I have no idea why it's in the game. It's just there. It's just there, and it's very close to the medical facility, which again, I just don't understand why this is a location, but the underpass next to it isn't one. It makes absolutely zero sense to me, but there we go, guys. So anyway, that's the video, guys. Thank you for watching. See you in a bit.